In this session, we are going to discuss about the different models of organizational behavior. Models of organizational behavior are like roadmaps for companies to understand how people work together in a business. They help businesses figure out how to make employees happy and work well together. These models also guide how bosses lead their teams and how the company can do better. They are important because they help businesses create a good work environment, keep employees happy, and reach their goals even when things change. So these models are like a secret tool that helps companies to be successful by making sure everyone works together smoothly. In the area of management, the focus is on study of 5 organizational models, namely Autocratic Model, Custodial Model, Supportive Model, Collegial Model, and Systems Model. The first one is Autocratic Model. This old way of running things started a long time ago and was very common during the 1800s and the 1900s, especially when factories and big industries were growing. In this way, the people who owned and managed the companies had all the power. They made all the decisions and the workers had to do what they were told without asking questions. This model said that workers needed to be told what to do and motivated to do it, while the managers did all the thinking. Everything was very formal and the managers had the authority to give orders like you have to do this or else. It was a bit like a bossy system. This made the workers rely a lot on their bosses, who had a lot of control over things like hiring, firing, and how the work was done. The workers didn't usually get paid very well because their skills weren't seen as very important, and they didn't do much more than what was necessary, often because they had to support their families. But sometimes there were some workers who did better because they either wanted to impress their bosses, had a good relationship with them, or were promised rewards. Still, overall, the work wasn't that great. Things are changing now, and this old model isn't used as much. In many places, it's still used when workers are mainly motivated by basic needs like money or when there are big problems in the company. But there are better ways to manage how people behave at work, and we are figuring them out as we learn more and as our values change. This is an important step in making workplaces better and fairer for everyone. Here are 5 companies that have been associated with an autocratic model of organizational behavior. Number 1, Amazon. Amazon, particularly during its early years under the leadership of Jeff Bezos, was known for its highly centralized decision-making structure. Bezos was deeply involved in many key decisions, and the company was often described as having a top-down approach to management. Number 2, Tesla. Elon Musk, the CEO and founder of Tesla, has been known for his hands-on and often autocratic management style. He is directly involved in product design, engineering decisions, and other key aspects of the business. Number 3, Apple. Apple, under the leadership of Steve Jobs and later Tim Cook, was known for his strong top-down approach to product design and development. Steve Jobs, in particular, was closely involved in product design and decision-making, which contributed to Apple's culture of secrecy and centralized control. Number 4, Oracle. Oracle Corporation, a leading technology company, has been associated with a more autocratic leadership style. Larry Ellison, the company's co-founder and former CEO, was known for his assertive and hands-on approach to running the company. And number 5, Walmart. Walmart one of the world's largest retail chains, has historically been characterized by a centralized decision-making structure. The Walton family, which founded and controlled the company, played a significant role in its management decisions. Number 2 is the custodial model. The custodial model of organizational behavior is a way that bosses and leaders run a company. In this way, the company focuses a lot on making sure employees feel safe and have enough money. They do this to get employees to be very loyal and stay with the company. The company acts like a kind of guardian for its employees, trying hard to make a workplace where people don't worry about losing their job and they get good pay and extra benefits. A big thing in the custodial model is job security. When companies use this model, they tell employees that if they stay loyal and don't cause problems, they won't lose their job. This makes employees feel safe and they are less likely to look for another job somewhere else. People who feel secure in their jobs usually don't get stressed out about losing their job and they are happy with their work. In addition to job security, the custodial model makes sure to offer employees lots of good things like health insurance, retirement plans, paid time off, and extra bonuses. All these things are meant to make employees feel happy and taken care of at work. The idea is that when employees see that the company cares about them, they will want to stay with the company and work hard. In this model, managers in the company take on the role of taking care of employees' well-being. They need to make sure employees have what they need, like benefits and help with any problems at work. They also need to create a good atmosphere at work where employees feel safe and happy. Managers need to be on the employees' side and make them feel secure. But there are some problems with the custodial model. One big problem is that it can stop employees from being creative and coming up with new ideas. Where employees are mainly thinking about their money and job safety, they may not want to take risks or suggest new things. This means the company might not find new and better ways of doing things, which can be a problem in today's fast-changing world. Another problem is that employees might become too much dependent on the company. If they rely too much on the company for everything, they might not take charge of their own career and personal growth. This could make it hard for them to change jobs or learn new skills if they ever need to. Lastly, companies that focus too much on the custodial model may have a tough time adapting to changes. This is because the model likes to keep things the same way and not try new stuff. But in today's world, things change fast, like what customers want or new technology. So being too stuck in one way or doing things can be bad for the company. To sum up, the custodial model of organizational behavior is when a company acts like a guardian for its employees, make sure they are safe and paid well to keep them loyal. While this can make employees feel happy and stay in their jobs, it might not be the best way for companies that need to change and be creative. Often companies mix their models with others to find the right balance that fits their goals and the changing world of business. Here are 5 companies that have been associated with elements of the custodial model. Number 1, IBM. A multinational technology company has a long history for providing extensive employee benefits, including job security, healthcare, and retirement plans. These benefits are designed to create a sense of security and well-being among its employees. Number 2, Procter & Gamble. P&G, a consumer goods company, is known for its emphasis on employee development and well-being. The company offers various programs and benefits aimed at improving the quality of life for its employees. Number 3. Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines has a reputation for taking care of its employees and offering job security in the volatile airline industry. The company places a strong emphasis on employee satisfaction and benefits. Number 4. Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson, a pharmaceutical and consumer goods company, is known for its comprehensive employee health and wellness programs. The company places a strong emphasis on providing a safe and supportive work environment. And number 5. General Electric. While General Electric has gone through significant changes in recent years, it's historically provided employees with substantial benefits, including retirement plans and healthcare coverage, reflecting a custodial approach to its employee relations. The next model is the supportive model. Unlike the two previous models, the supportive model highlights the importance of having a motivated and ambitious leader. In this model, there is no room for control or authoritative power, nor are there incentives or reward systems based on those principles. Instead, it centers around motivating employees through nurturing the relationship between managers and their team members, as well as the daily treatment of employees. In contrast to the autocratic approach, this method believes that employees are inherently self-motivated and capable of contributing more than just their daily needs. But how do employees become self-motivated? It happens by creating a positive work environment where they are encouraged to share their ideas and where there is a sense of alignment with the organization's goals and direction. One significant influence on the development of the supportive model was the studies conducted at Hawthorne plant of electric in the 1920s and 1930s. Hilton Mayo and F.J. Rothenberger led these studies, which delved into human behavior at work, incorporating sociological and psychological perspectives in an industrial setting. Their key finding was that an organization is essentially a social system, with each worker being a crucial component. They realized that workers aren't mere tools but have their own behavior, personality, and needs that require understanding. They emphasized the importance of grasping group dynamics and providing supportive supervision to foster worker productivity and support. Through leadership, organizations provide an environment where employees can develop, shape their thinking, and take initiative. This encourages them to take responsibility and grow personally. In the supportive approach, managers focus on helping employees achieve high performance rather than simply offering employee benefits, as seen in the custodial approach. The supportive model finds widespread acceptance, particularly in developed nations, where it addresses the evolving needs of employees with diverse requirements. However, in developing nations where the social and economic needs of the working class differ, this approach may be less successful. In the supportive model, employee satisfaction hinges not solely on monetary compensation, but on the organization's efforts to make employees feel valued and valuable. Here are 5 companies known for their supportive organizational behavior. Number 1. Google. Google is renowned for its supportive organizational culture. The company encourages innovation through projects like 20% Time, where employees can spend a portion of their work week on self-directed projects. Google also offers numerous employee perks, a strong emphasis on work-life balance, and a collaborative work environment. Number 2. Salesforce. Salesforce, a cloud computing and customer relationship management company, is committed to creating a supportive work culture. The company provides extensive training and development opportunities for employees and places a strong emphasis on giving back to the community through its 1-1-1 philanthropy model. Number 3. Zappos. The online shoe and clothing retailer Zappos is known for its unique company culture. They prioritize employee happiness and have a supportive environment that encourages employees to be themselves. Zappos offers various benefits, including a strong focus on employee well-being. Number 4. HubSpot. HubSpot, a provider of inbound marketing and sales software, has a supportive culture that fosters continuous learning and development. The company encourages employees to explore new ideas, take risks, and provide opportunities for skill development. And number 5, Adobe. Adobe Systems is committed to creating a supportive and inclusive work environment. The company offers numerous learning and development programs, flexible work arrangements, and benefits aimed at employee well-being. Our next model is the Collegial Model. The Collegial Model of organizational behavior represents a fundamental shift in how modern businesses structure and manage their operations. At its core, this model emphasizes collaboration, equality, and teamwork, thereby eliminating traditional hierarchical distinctions between managers and subordinates. In a collegial organization, all employees are regarded as colleagues who work collectively towards a common goal. Unlike traditional top-down management, where authority is concentrated at the top, the collegial model positions managers as coaches whose primary role is to facilitate and support their team members. This approach fosters positive work environment built on trust, mutual respect, and shared responsibility. Central to the success of the collegial model is the cultivation of a sense of partnership among employees. It is crucial for workers to view themselves as equal contributors, with managers seen as fellow team members rather than distant authority figures. Many organizations implementing this model take significant steps to eliminate hierarchical ties such as boss and subordinate to reduce perceived disparities between management and employees. This leveling of the playing field extends to various aspects of the workplace, with some organizations opting to abolish reserved parking spaces for executives, allowing all employees equal access to shared resources. This practice promotes a culture of inclusivity and equality. In the collegial model, employees bear individual responsibility for their tasks and contributions to the team's collective success. While collaboration and teamwork are paramount, the expectation of discipline and adherence to team standards remains. Employees are not merely cogs in a machine. They are valued for their unique abilities and contributions. As a result, recognition and acceptance are hallmarks of this model, leading to higher job satisfaction and a positive work environment. This leadership approach thrives in organizations that prioritize innovation, employee empowerment, and open communication, as it encourages decentralized decision-making and fosters an environment where employees take ownership of their work and contribute actively to the organization's growth. Here are 5 companies that are often associated with aspects of collegial model of organizational behaviors. Number 1. Semco Partners. Semco, a Brazilian conglomerate, is known for its participatory management style. Under the leadership of Ricardo Semler, the company embraced a collegial approach where employees have a significant say in decision-making processes, including setting their own salaries and working hours. Number 2. Gore. W.L. Gore & Associates, a manufacturing company known for products like Gore-Tex, is famous for its flat, non-hierarchical structure. The company encourages employees to self-manage and make decisions collectively promoting a collegial work environment. Number 3. Valve Corporation. Valve, a video game developer and digital distribution company, has a unique organizational culture and structure that emphasizes on collaboration. There are no formal bosses or managers, and employees have the freedom to choose projects to work on, promoting a collegial atmosphere. Number 4. Boots Zorg. Boots Zorg, a Dutch healthcare company, is structured around small self-managing teams of nurses. These teams collaborate to provide patient care, and decisions are made collectively, embodying the principles of the collegial model. And number 5. Etsy. Etsy, an online marketing for handmade and vintage goods, values a sense of community and collaboration among its employees. The company promotes transparency, open communication, and employee involvement in decision-making processes. The last model for our discussion is the systems model. The systems model of organizational behavior is like a big picture view of how companies work and change. In this model, we think of organizations as complicated systems made up of different parts that all connect with each other. These parts include the people who work there, the teams they form, the way they do their tasks, how the organization is structured, and the overall culture of the place. What's important to understand is that when something changes in one part of the organization, it can affect everything else. In this model, we don't see organizations as staying the same all the time. Instead, they are always changing in response to things happening inside and outside. Inside the organization, we have things like the employees, how it's managed, the technology it uses, and its overall structure. Outside, there are things like the economy, what customers want, rules and regulations, and what other companies are doing. The systems model shows how these inside and outside factors are connected, and when one part changes, it can have a big impact on the whole organization. One important idea in the systems model is feedback loops. Think of these as ways the organization checks itself and adjusts. There are two types, negative and positive loops. Negative feedback loops help keep the organization stable. For example, if there's a problem in how things are being made, a negative feedback loop can kick in to fix it and get production back to normal. Positive feedback loop, on the other hand, can make big changes happen. For example, if a new technology becomes really popular, it can create positive feedback that pushes the organization to change and adapt quickly, or it might risk falling behind. The systems model also tells us that all the parts of the organization are connected. So, when we make a change in one area, it can affect the other areas too. For example, if the company decides to change its strategy, it needs to make sure its structure and culture support that new strategy. If they don't match up, it can cause problems. Leadership plays a big role in this model. Leaders are like the people who set the tone for the organization. They decide where it's heading, what it values, and how people should work together. Good leaders create an environment where everyone can work together well and come up with new ideas. Lastly, the systems model reminds us that organizational culture matters. This is like the shared way of doing things in a company. If everyone in the organization follows similar values, beliefs, and ways of working, it can lead to better results. But if the culture is weak or not working well, it can cause conflicts and make it hard for the organization to change. In summary, the systems model of organizational behavior is like looking at the big picture of how companies work and change. It shows that organizations are always adapting to what's happening inside and outside and everything is connected. Feedback loops, alignment among parts, leadership and culture are all important in making the organization successful. Understanding and using this model can help organizations navigate challenges, take advantage of opportunities, and thrive in a changing world. Here are 5 companies known for their adherence to the systems model of organizational behavior. Number 1, Toyota. Toyota is often cited as an example of an organization that fully embraces the systems model. The company's production system, known as the Toyota Production System or TPS or lean manufacturing, is founded on the principles of continuous improvement, teamwork, and the efficient flow of materials and information throughout the organization. Number 2, General Electric or GE. General Electric is known for its commitment to the systems approach. The company uses Six Sigma and other quality management methodologies to optimize its operations and improve processes across the organization. GE emphasizes the interconnectedness of various business units and functions. Number 3, NASA. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, briefly referred to as NASA, employs a systems approach to manage complex projects and missions. It focuses on integrating various elements such as technology, people, and processes to ensure the successful execution of missions. Number 4, Boeing. Boeing, an aerospace company, applies the systems model to design, manufacture, and deliver complex aircraft and defense systems. Boeing emphasizes the integration of engineering, manufacturing, and supply chain processes to create a comprehensive and efficient system. And number 5, IBM. IBM employs a systems thinking approach in its consulting and technology services. The company helps organizations optimize their operations and adapt to changing environments by taking a holistic view of their processes and technologies. The 5 models of organizational behavior discussed here provide different perspectives on understanding and analyzing organizational behavior. Organizations often use a combination of these models and theories to address various challenges and improve their overall performance. The choice of which model or theory to apply often depends on the specific context and goals of the organization. Hope you enjoyed this session on the models of organizational behavior. Thank you.